hardest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Burgess Snowfield at Amherst Stadium, home to the Jacksonville State Gamecocks. As we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the Liberty Flames, squaring off with another team from Conference USA, the Jacksonville State Gamecocks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Jacksonville State's offense will have the football first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Caught in the backfield. It's Fowler. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens. You could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Grab near the sticks. It's Fowler. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chain.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Gets it out quickly. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Stoneburner. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gamecocks had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Quarterback on the keeper. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option play.
Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that 1st drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about in that 1st drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Liberty's offense will get something started with their first possession. This has been a special season, and this guy's play has gotten him right in the mix for the Heisman Trophy. Jesse, what are you looking for in his final few weeks to get him across that finish line?
Consistency, and even beyond that, David, I think elevate. Can he elevate his game? He's been so good. It's been an historic season for this guy so far this year, but you know the toughest challenges are still ahead. Can he take his game to the next level and win the Heisman?
And that's a hard thing to do as a wide receiver. Like, again, you're going against quarterbacks that touch it every single play. So to continue the dominance in the big moments on the big stages and making those big splash plays, it won't hurt to throw a one-handed catch in there. An amazing play that wins a game late. Like, those are the moments, those Heisman moments that matter so much.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. First and 10.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
And the Flames are moving quickly down the field. The give to the tailback. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Firing to the right, complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Second and goal for this offense. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Looking for the score. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They thought they had the lead, and the flag breaks their heart, and now they'll have to try it again. Second and goal for the offense. Back to pass. Right on the money. Touchdown, Liberty. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. They're testing the right side here. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Looking for more room. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. The Flames trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll move the wide receiver to the air on 1st down. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Flames. A great catch and run for 6.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Miami opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the Eastern Seaboard.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. The give on the inside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option.
Free up the gut. Gives him the big stiff arm. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. After a play like that, you have to get it in the end zone on this drive.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch.
Touchdown, Jacksonville State. And a grab in the end zone for the score.
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense and seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You can tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him out.
And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 13-10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They want to run it left here. Powers through the defender. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30. And the Flames with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Just feeds the running back. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at the 20. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
This guy is really unique. Top 5 in the country running the football right now, and I love the way this offense gets him involved. They're able to move him around a little bit. They change up the schemes, but the big key every week.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Liberty.
Man, you see all the time this running back has spent in the weight room this offseason. Did you see that stiff arm? He just pile drive that defender into the ground, get off me, and he's able to walk in for the score.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Bettis. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They go to the ground. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Offense gets set for second down. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First play of the period will be a second down. Wants to go up top. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job, be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Let's go! On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Punts it out of the air. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Flames have it with a 1st and 10. On the run, it's Westbrook. They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24. And the Flames in a good spot here with 2nd and short. 29 Philly. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
When a running back has had as much success as this guy's had so far, listen, defense has got to cue in. They got to cue into him. He's priority number 1, number 2, and number 3. That's a good start to maybe turning this defensive effort around.
Wants to throw on third. Quickly complete. He'll be run out of bounds at the 13.
Well, I know everyone expected this guy to put up big numbers, but I don't know if anyone thought he could go for over 2,000 receiving yards on the year, but he did with that last catch. Wow.
Now from inside the red zone. Looking down the middle. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Quarterback lucky that one wasn't picked. You got to be really careful down here in the red zone because these windows are small and defenders close on the ball. That one should have been an INT.
Fires to the end zone. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
How about the ball carrier on that explosive play? Backed up inside his own 10-yard line, and he's running out in the open field, making people miss, finally giving his offense some room to operate, really get this drive going.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground, their third sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
And I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Well, if you're going to be in the Heisman picture, you got to make plays week in, week out at receiver, and that's what he does. He's a good route runner. He's reliable, and he's got speed to take it to the house. Top 5 in the nation right now in receiving.
Wants to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Westbrook. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Flames now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
And there are certain guys that I want to make sure I hone in on, and I do not give them the football in space. And this running back is one of those guys. Really good job by the defense, keeping their eyes on their keys and not letting him sneak out and get any kind of space. As soon as he touched it, he was on the ground.
And the Flames come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
Got it.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Pound 55 weak. Ready, go.
Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man. Can't get him to the ground. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. The Flames have their whole playbook open here on second and inches. Looking to fire. He's got his man. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
And we're going to call his name a lot today because this dude, he had over 100 last week. He has over 100 almost every single week because he's a staple in this offense. Puts up big numbers, makes big plays, and that's why.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Flames.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Men, it just means more in the SEC. And take a look at how things are playing out here. Kentucky is in trouble right now, and unless something drastic changes, we're looking at Wildcat on the menu tonight in Lexington. They're trailing by 28 to Texas A&M. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Here on third down for this offense.
22 waters. 22 waters.
Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Early in the first half already, this guy's got 2 TD passes, so you can see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little. Touchdown, Liberty! Fitted in the window for the score.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They scored again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bennett. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
And you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quick that you can go to.
Clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Defense in press coverage. Here's the handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
Trick 9 beat.
Trying play action. That one falls out of bounds, incomplete.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
And the Gamecocks line up to punt it away. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? from the gun, running back on the move. Continuing to churn and move it forward. They're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
Okay, ready?
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Quarterback adjusting the pattern.
Set, hut, go!
Looking to throw on first down. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Jacksonville for an entertaining first half than you? And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through two quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's head back to the guys at JSU Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Gamecocks will kick it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Using the quick game. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
Got it.
Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's Westbrook. Turning it on. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
To the air on first down. And the throw to the sideline is complete, but won't be enough for the first down.
Well, when you're throwing these out routes, guys, it's location, location, location. As a QB, you've got to put that out in front of your guy so he can make the catch. You put that behind him, that might be getting picked. Nice job there by the QB.
Gonna let it fly. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And the Flames are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Wants to throw again. Hauls it in. Smashes ahead. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Man, this guy has had an amazing year all season long. He has stepped up and made plays for his team when they needed it most. And with that last completion, he's now crossed 4,000 yards passing for the year.
The Flames will have it first and 10. They'll leave it with him. And into the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has them set up.
Really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards.
Touchdown, Flames! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Just get gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Kentucky is in trouble right now, and unless something drastic changes, we're looking at Wildcat on the menu tonight in Lexington.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on O. From the gun, running back gets to give. Oh, he's got some space. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32.
Pace, 27, jump.
Snagged in the middle. It's Hubbard. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good.
He's got it at the 15. Slippery slide, finding his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. And even after that last score, still working with a great big cushion. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man on the right. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. And the Flames with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Just ran him over. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Ready?
Bunch formation for these receivers.
Dino, let's go.
Wants to go up top on first down. That's reeled in. It's Westbrook. Across the 45. Oh, and what a move. What a juke. And he makes it past the marker.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Second down, he'll throw it. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down. Doesn't convert this time. And the Gamecocks decide to punt it away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Look out, he's got room. There he goes. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Fowler. And they got the defense on that one, and they get
that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, and now the defense is really on its heels. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Tight end now in motion. Now the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Got it.
They are backed up. Defense smelling blood as this drive starts at the 5. Looking for space. It's Westbrook. Burrows his way for a couple. He's out to the 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Oh, he's got a chance. There he goes. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He's got the tight end. He smashes his way through again. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one, as they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw on first down. He's got him. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. That is the final play of the quarter, and guys, Liberty has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Go straight ahead. Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Liberty. And that might be a dagger. They push the lead out, and they are now setting their sights on their 12th straight win.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Bettis. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Great place to start for this offense.
42, Spider.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the catch. It's Westbrook. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
He's got his man, makes the grab. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wants to go up top. He wants it all. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Wants to throw it. Touchdown Flames. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. The lead keeps growing, and so do the accomplishments. Moments away from a perfect regular season at 12-0.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting showdown in the MAC today, men. Take a look at how things are playing out. Northern Illinois is currently up big at this moment. So much so, they're on the verge of giving Mission the rest of the day off. They're up 14 over Kent State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll move the tight end. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Finds his tight end. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Gamecocks are facing 3rd and inches.
Ready.
He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
And David, 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Wants to fire on second down. Got it behind the line. It's Hubbard. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long.
Let's go.
From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They got it out to the 41 with a first down. And the Gamecocks are flying down the field.
Come on, set.
Looking to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Caught near the stick. It's Fowler. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. DB's right up on the receiver.
27 jump.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Off play action on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. They win, and that is exactly what they got.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coach coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Finds the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. He's taking the shot. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Flames will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Hand off from the shotgun. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Pressure coming. He's got him wrapped up.
And how about this offense, man? It's been a rough day. You're getting beat down. You're trying to find some kind of momentum late in the game to build something off of, and you give up another sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack.
Let's go! Let's go!
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Gamecocks will send out the punt unit.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Got his man quickly. And he's brought down after a nice game.
And he's been the go-to guy all year long. Like, he's in the top 5 in all of college football in receiving yards for a reason. They're going to find him because he's always open, making plays. This dude has been unbelievable. He's being mentioned in the Heisman conversation. That is really hard to do as a wide receiver. So that shows you what kind of special year this young man's having.
Got his man downfield. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. That's caught. It's Westbrook. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
On the double.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to keep it in the air. Fires downfield. Finds a man on the right. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. He is dealing on this drive, completed all 5 throws, and now they have first and goal.
Yeah, and who needs balance when you got a guy like this? You trust him, getting the ball back in the pocket. The ball's coming out, spreading it around the field.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And the offense takes control of this football game late. I tell you what, this offense doesn't wow you at every position. They've got some good players. They find a way to put drives together. They find a way to score. But this team is undefeated. This team is a force to be reckoned with, continuing to stay undefeated.
He'll bring it out. It's Bettis. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget. And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Here comes the heat. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. The Gamecocks will punt it away on 4th down.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy, and because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football, and that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the 4th quarter.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield on 1st down. Working on the right. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the 1st down. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left.
Okay, ready?
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
Gorilla. Green 25. Hornet.
We'll send the tight end in motion. To the air on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positives today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field?
Breaks into the open. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
Ready, set.
And the Flames will snap it on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And after this play, the cake will be baked. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Wants to throw on 1st down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is complete. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan meat face, ball game over.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.